All right, let's see who's popping in here this morning. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever everyone is. If you are new here to Dubb and new in the training, you can pop a one into the chat, two if you're returning. Jay, welcome into the training. Jay, are you returning or is this your
This
first?
is this is my second one. I
Oh,
was here yesterday for the first time.
oh, very cool. How'd you like it?
It was good. Unfortunately, I had to get off early to go pick up my daughter, but this is just a lot of information. I can't wait to try to get this thing figured out.
No, that's amazing. What do you do, Jay? What's your industry?
I'm in the health field. I am a chiropractor and a health coach.
Oh, very cool. So you're trying to do the kind of the whole sales process thing, prospecting, nurturing, all that kind of stuff, or what's kind of the use case?
Yeah, it's a combination of that and education.
Oh, okay, got it. Yep. Okay. And then have you made a video yet, or are you just kind of getting started?
I made a couple videos. One was I had a meeting with some friends and I made a video and emailed it to them.
Oh, very nice. Did you do it on the webcam mobile app, or how did you record?
um, on the webcam.
Webcam.
But I have a question. I don't know if it went. Um, I have Outlook.
Hmm.
I have uh, what's Outlook and Gmail.
Yeah.
And the Gmail, I had the Chrome, the extension came down, and
Yeah.
I was emailing them on the Outlook calendar
Hmm.
through my office email.
Hmm.
But I couldn't get, this is going to sound silly, but I couldn't get the Chrome extension because, or not the Chrome extension, the Dubb extension onto the Outlook
Hmm.
because when I registered for Dubb, I used my Gmail account
Oh.
and it wouldn't let me do it on the Outlook. So I'm wondering, my question today is how do I get on? Because I don't have an account. I just went through my Gmail. I went through Google. So
Hmm. So Ina is here with us. Ina is our wizard on the backside. Ina, hi. Um,
Hi.
so I guess if you heard what Jay was saying there, I guess would it be hooking up Outlook within Dubb, or what would kind of be do we need to kind of reconvene with the team and then come back to them?
You have options. Like one, you can change your email to from that Gmail account to Outlook, so you can just change it in the account settings. Um, in Dub. So that will the Outlook email will be your login email from the point that you change it moving
uh,
forward.
could I
The
just,
mhm.
excuse me, could I just make an account with Dubb and use that instead of making it an email name?
Yeah, definitely. You have choices like you can create an account using an email. You can create an account linking your Google account or Gmail, um, LinkedIn, Outlook, I think. So yeah, definitely you could create another account if you want.
Um, well, if I'm kind of confused. If I'm creating another account, doesn't that mean I have to re-sign up, or is it some
Um,
way I could
if
attach them the same?
if you're already a subscriber, you can just let me just go in my account here and show it to you. Share my screen here. So so from this page in the account profile, you can just change the email address in here. So if you're already a subscriber, yeah, you can just change this and then when you log in, use this email address to, and then you can request change password or forgot password to get an actual password for the account.
If I just change, how about if I just put in a username and use username and password, or does it have to be an email?
It has to be an email for logging in.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, and you
all
could
right.
also too, I guess, even if you had like the Outlook and you didn't have the Dubb button, the extension, the
Mm-mm.
button, because in Gmail you have the within the compose window, Jay, you
Right.
button, right?
Mhm.
If for some reason you're not getting the button, you could still do the copy and paste. Like you can still open up the Chrome from up there, just not that button. You open up the Chrome and you can still drop a video in. It's just outside of it a little bit. You could do it. It's just the button's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we like buttons.
Button's always nice. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, listen, I'm glad you made a video. And then if you have any issues with that, just email support, Jay, or use the intercom system within the Dubb within your Dubb dashboard down to the bottom right. If you're having any problems with it, and then our team will respond back and kind of workshop that with you.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And welcome aboard, Jay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's see. I see some returning names as always. Jai is wonderful. Great to see you, Jai. Let's see. I believe Angie is returning as well. Hi, Angie. I believe you're returning. Justin, Rhonda, and Tom. Let's see. I think Tom is returning as well. Yeah, so if anybody wants to throw a one in the chat if you're new, the names look so familiar, but throw a one in the chat if you're new. All right, cool. Justin. All right, Justin, let's turn on your mic. How you doing, Justin? How are you? You can turn your mic on if you'd like to. You don't have
There
to.
we go.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the training. What's your industry? What are you kind of looking to get out of Dubb?
I am in real estate,
Okay.
and so I'm probably trying to drink from a fire hose, but initially just trying to increase conversion with online leads. Then I've also kind of had some ideas about prospecting with expireds through kind of like the playlists and sending postcards with QR codes for them to view our videos and maybe get them to reach out to us versus us cold calling.
Yep.
So I've got a lot of ideas. I'm just trying to get started and start with the basics first and then work my way up.
No, that's great. Yeah, the QR codes are great. There's you could throw the QR code on the door hangers or whatever you do for there, and then kind of be creative with it where if it's hanging on the door, you could do a quick video like, hey, thanks for grabbing me off the door handle there, or if they're in their mail pile probably or something, you could do something fun
Yeah.
with that. So I think if you get just a little creative with like, hey, thanks for picking me up or something like that, it would be pretty neat from a creative perspective.
Yeah, I
Um,
like that idea.
yeah, and then we'll run through with the training. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. PST. So Ina and I are here every usually Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Darius, our co-founder, is here Monday, Thursday, Friday. And what we're going to run through is the basics of everything, how to record, customize, and send. These trainings will always be added to our YouTube support channel later in the day. So if you need to go back and we reference something specific, you can just go in there on YouTube, watch it back, pause it. I think it's really good to take these things in bite-sized amounts, as far as like, hey, what's the strategy for using my webcam in terms of what I'm doing? Great, let me focus on that a little bit. So when I work my way through the first half here, I'll kind of give different examples of things that have worked pretty well for people. And then when you watch it back, just try to implement along the way. And I think if you take it piece by piece, use case by use case, it doesn't seem as overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, let us know. Like in the chat, just pop something in there. And then the backside at the bottom of the hour, we do about a half an hour of back and forth questions and everything. So let us know. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks.
Cool. Good to meet you, Justin.
You too.
Okay, cool. So let's get moving here. Everybody that's been here before knows what to do. Let's see, Rhonda. Let me go over to Rhonda real quick. Rhonda, hi. You're new to Dubb as well. Good to meet you, Rhonda. How are you? If you can hear me okay.
I am good. It's funny. I went to the training yesterday, which was awesome. And so I went to try and play with some of this stuff. And for some reason, I don't know if it's my computer or what it is, but when I go to create a video on Dubb, it just keeps spinning. Like it's not letting me record. Do I need to get some technical assistance on that or something?
Let me think. So are you doing the from the webcam?
I'm on a PC. Yep,
Yeah.
I'm on a PC, and I did exactly what they said. I, opened the little Dubb icon in the top right, and then I went to LinkedIn, clicked it in there, and went to record. And normally, it just counts down to 3, and it just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning.
Got it. Okay. So you were using the Chrome extension. You tried to record the LinkedIn style where you're the bubble on the page on someone's profile, and then it just kept spinning around instead of doing 3, 2, 1, it just kept spinning.
Right. I mean, every which way I tried to record on Dubb, I just kept spinning and spinning and spinning. And so I, shut down my computer, restarted it, and couldn't get anywhere on it. It's really weird. It looks like my camera's on, and I have an Insta360, so I've got a good camera, But yeah, so I don't know, maybe I can get some technical support to have somebody help me figure out how to make this work.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, if we can put down to reach out to Rhonda and set up a time,
Yeah.
we can help you with that. Because it might be something maybe with Windows closing maybe, or they'll be able to work some use case through what, kind of a checklist of like what should hopefully get rid of that for you.
Yeah, because I couldn't get the 3-2-1. And then when I went into my Zoom, Dubb had taken over my camera and I couldn't get my video to come on even on Zoom because Dubb was somehow using it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll work through that. There's did you try the desktop app as well?
I went to the desktop app and I couldn't figure out how to download it. I was at the session yesterday and I really got stuck on that as well.
We'll put the if you don't mind, when you can, just drop that link in there where to download. So the link that we'll put in the chat, it'll say either PC or Mac, and then there'll be a download for PC. And then at that point, on the Mac, typically what you do is just drag it over to a folder and then you open it under applications. That's for the Mac. If it's unclear with that link, what you're doing when we're kind of running through the training now, just let us know in about 20 minutes when we go through the Q&A, and then we can walk you through that in terms of not clear. So yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, welcome aboard, Rhonda. Sorry you had the spinning wheel. Nobody likes the spinning wheel. Sorry about that. Okay, I don't like the spinning wheel. I don't think anybody does. Okay, so all right, so let's have a good session today. Let's pop through some stuff. Rhonda, if you have any questions related to kind of the strategy stuff too, feel free to throw them in the chat. And everybody feel free to do the same. And we'll get moving right now. Good to meet you, Rhonda.
Thanks.
All right, so let me share my screen and let's get started. Okay. Let me make sure I got the right screen here. All right. So here is the Dubb dashboard. So when you're logged into your Dubb account, it's going to take you to a page that looks just like this right in here. Like we just mentioned at the top, if anybody needs any help with anything, down over here to the bottom right, it's really good, our intercom system here. We have an AI agent set up that's pretty thorough. The agent gives, we tested a lot of different ways, really good, thorough answers, sometimes some links as well. But if you want someone from the actual team, you can request that too. You can also do some self-help in here, some keyword search stuff, and look for what you need to find right down over here at the bottom right. You can also email support at dubb.com. Inside here, also, if you don't know about our Dubb partner program, this is right over here to the right. All you have to do is click apply now. Creates a little referral link for you here. We do a 30% recurring commission on anybody that subscribes to Dubb through that link. So if you end up using Dubb and you like it and you're sharing it, it's a 30% recurring com. Doesn't sunset, doesn't go away unless that person stops paying us, obviously. But if you have a group of people that are interested in Dubb, just let myself or Darius know. We can always come in and pitch to your group, and then obviously you get paid on it. If you're on a paid account right now, and if you know like 3 or 4 people, and you want to refer them into the live training or over to us to close, we can do that for you, and then you got a free account. And so at 30%, 3 or 4 people, that'd be a free account for Dubb. So that's Dubb Partners right over here to the right. As far as recording a video, some different styles that worked really well that we like to show are some ones right here. So here's an example of a video that I recorded with my webcam, and I had a virtual background behind me. Now, when you record a Dubb video in general, and you send it out, it's going to be an animated GIF that looks like this. It's a repeating 3-second loop of the beginning of the video. So you can technically, with editing, move a different part of the video to the front to make it the first 3 seconds. But I think it's convenient to know that when you hit record, it's going to be that animated GIF, that first 3 seconds, so you can be efficient with your time and plan for that when you're recording. In this exact example here, this is where I recorded directly to the webcam. I used a virtual background behind me. And I did a little bit of movement to camera, a little wave, a little turn back, just to bring the GIF to life. So I wasn't stiff the whole time, and it's not as engaging looking. The reason I put an image behind me was just for context. So Sarah knows this video is obviously about her. She doesn't know what the video is about, but she knows it's about her. So with the movement, the image, direct to webcam, this makes it more engaging. And again, I recorded this on our webcam. So when Sarah clicks on this, it's going to take her to a customized landing page that we call in Dubb terms a preset, which we'll cover in a little bit. But it's really about getting them to go from here to there. And that's one style that has worked pretty well over the years, this setup here. Now, there's also another style that works really good, which is this one right here, which is recording to that same webcam. I just took my my phone, got the Dubb mobile app, and there's a little whiteboard feature on the Dubb mobile app where you can write a punchy little statement or a question. You don't want to write too much because it's too small, but something quick. The name has worked really well over the years for people. But within your industry, if you're in real estate, maybe it's a property address that's on there. Maybe if you're like, hey, expired, BizBos, things like that. If you're in insurance, maybe it's a policy name on there. If you're in recruitment and coaching, maybe there's an important statement or question you want to ask. It's really short and to the point. So it's all about, again, movement up into the camera and then about what does that thing say on the phone. Those two styles that I just showed have worked pretty good over the years for people kind of breaking through and getting those click-throughs. So if you wanted to kind of replicate those recordings, you can come back over here, go right up towards the top, click the red camera icon here, and it's going to open up your webcam. Now down here at the bottom, you're going to click virtual background, click that there. Then it's going to open up there. And then you can go to your photos, and then you can upload into this area any screenshots that you have. Again, typically over the years, profiles work great. You can also do articles. In this case, this is a market update, but it could be any article within your industry that you want to share. Hey, this is Rob. I want to send you this quick article. And again, the title of the article will give them context about why you're sending it. You could also do a company's website within your industry. Hey, this is Rob. I saw your Who We Are section. I wanted to send you this quick video. Again, they'll see the smile, the point. It doesn't have to be the Who We Are section, but a part of a company's website, it's their website. They're going to want to notice it more. And then also maybe there's something related to their product or services that you really want to talk about. Now, obviously, out in real estate as well, properties, throw a property behind you. Hey, this is Rob. Check out this townhome. I know you're looking at it, that kind of thing. So just think context when you think photos about what the person sees, and it gives them a hint to what the video is going to be about. Now, if you want to use the phone that I showed, the phone option, unselect the virtual background, and then you're going to grab the Dubb mobile app. So once you grab the Dubb mobile app, and this is what this would look like. Here's the mobile app right here. Actually, you know what? Let me take this off for a second. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me get rid of portrait. I had the portrait setting on my computer, so it slightly blurs it. It gives it like a little bokeh effect. That's just on the laptop, which I kind of like, but it's not good for this. Okay, so here is the Dubb mobile app right here. So the button right up here at the top, that little square button, if you tap that there, it's going to open up a place to type. And that's what I did for the video you just saw when I was holding the phone. So I just went in here, typed the name, and then I put a little emoji in and did something like that. Hey, Rob, just want to send you this quick video. Little wave, little point, little closer to camera, something like that. Now, in this recording here on the webcam, you've got a teleprompter option. We have it across all the recording. So if you want to use a teleprompter, it's really good for staying efficient, especially when you're making a lot of videos during the day. If you haven't used one before, it's nice for exact phrasing. Maybe there's some numbers you want to get, some percentages, whatever it is. If you want it exact and you want it within a time frame, like if you're trying to do a 30-second prospecting video and you don't want to go over, why not have the specifics right in front of you? It's very easy to go over. I used to do it all the time. Like when you make a video, you can just keep talking and you're like, oh man, it's only been 20 seconds. In reality, it's been about a minute. So if you want to use the teleprompter, you're going to click right up here in the top. You're going to search for your script. It'll open up this drop down. You can go right to scripting if you want to create one, or you can look for a script that you already have saved. You just have to put in the title of the script. There it is. And there's the drop down. Now, distance away, I'm about arm's length, which is usually pretty good. You want to let the words flow up into your horizon line. You don't want to be looking for the words. You want to let them greet your eye line on the horizon. And then this is going to be the speed. 177 is good for me. I can adjust this up or down. I can hit the play button, see if I like it. Then I can reset it. I can back the text off, or I can zoom in even more. And when I hit, we also have this option, by the way, down over here to the bottom. Over here, we just added this. So if you do want to zoom in, you can zoom in, or you can do back up if you want to do that. And then when I hit record here, it's going to give me the countdown, and this is what this would look like. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button right down here if I want to stop the recording. Click resume, keeps going. If I want to delete the video, it's the red X. When you tap it, it's always going to ask you, are you sure? Which is a really nice button to have. And then if you want to save this into the platform, just click the blue check mark and it will save it into Dubb. And if you want to close the teleprompter right over here, that closes it. So this is the way a lot of people have recorded their videos over the years in terms of direct to webcam and using those two different styles that we just showed to break through and get people to click on their videos on the animated GIF. So that's the basic recorder. Now let's look at screen recording. And there's a couple of ways we do screen recording, and there's 2 tools that we use. So as a couple of examples, when you're thinking about doing website sharing, anything browser-based, I would use the Chrome extension right here. It's nice and quick. I'm going to show you how this works. But this is all about sharing articles, companies' websites, anything we looked at before. Even if you want to reach out to someone here on LinkedIn, I would use the Chrome extension. So the Chrome extension is browser-based, and it's right up here at the top. So I'm going to give you an example of how to use it. So we're going to click on the button here. It's going to open up, and I'm going to be on the page here. Let me open up my webcam. There we go. And I'm on the page. Now, some creative things to think about when you're sharing these pages, whether they're articles, companies' websites, whatever. Think about the shape of the webcam and the placement on the page, just creatively. Because when you reach out, it's all about that animated GIF, that first 3-second preview that's repeating. So if I was on this page here, I'm going to take a look at what the page looks like. A lot of bold text, a lot of numbers, but there's a big square up here at the top. So I'm going to take my webcam and I want to place myself within here so it looks like I'm part of the story. And I also want to change my shape. I'm going to change myself to a square. I can make myself a little bit bigger. I can do my size at the end here. I'm going to go right like this. And now it looks like I'm part of the story. So they'll see the title over here. It looks like I'm part of the little graph in here. So when they see the repeating GIF, one of these, it looks cool creatively. So just think about shape and placement when you're using this on the page. Some other functionality here, you can zoom yourself in if you want to get dramatic or you don't like your background, back yourself off. You can also come over here and click the drop down and you can add a virtual background behind you. So if you don't like, again, if you don't like your background there, you just pick one here and then it'll drop it in behind you just like that. So now you have a virtual background. You don't have to have it. I like my light behind me here, so I'm going to get rid of that one, but you have that as an option. And then you can also, if you want to, just turn your webcam off. If you just want to do an audio walkthrough of this page. I think once you know the client, it's easier to do that. I think for initial outreach, it's nice being live because that's kind of the whole point. But, maybe someday you don't feel like being on camera. You have that as an option. You can also use your headshot or photo if you want to do that as well. So there is some options there in terms of how you can kind of move that around. All right, so we like our placement. We like our shape. Really great. Now, what are the tools? So we have an annotation tool, which is right over to my left that I can mark up, and I'm going to show you how to do that. We also have a little menu bar down here at the bottom that I'm moving around. You can see down here. We also have a teleprompter if you want to use this. So I can come over here, look for my script, just like I did before. There's my script. This one's slightly different. So I can grab the sides and move it a little bit like this. I can also physically move this wherever I want to. In my case, I'm going to go towards the top. Camera's up there. Now, to use the teleprompter, when you're using the Chrome, because the Chrome extension is browser-based, you want to leave a little bit of space at the top so you can click and tap and bring this thing forward. If you go full screen on your browser, it's going to hide the teleprompter tab and you won't be able to tap it to bring it forward. You also have some orientation stuff here. So if I click camera, it's going to be like doing the webcam, full screen. If I do screen, this option here, it's going to get my computer screen with the whole browser. So if I do have my tabs organized at the top, let's say I start on this page here. Hey, this is Rob with a market update. Listen, I want to show you some other properties. Check this out. And I can click on a tab that I already have open. And when it's on screen here as an option, it will get the other recording of the other page. It will follow me over. So you'll be able to tell a little bit of a story if you wanted to start someone on one web page and travel to other tabs that you have open. If you want to get a nice clean cut of just this tab, click tab only here, and the recording won't show any of the tabs open at the top. It'll just be a nice clean cut of this page, and you'll be able to do that. So this is the setup for this. That's how we do that. Now, if we go over here to LinkedIn, knowing everything that we know now, we're going to open up the Chrome, and this is how you'd reach out to someone on LinkedIn. So I'm going to change my shape, right? We want to match the shape. Ruben is in a bubble, so I want to be in a bubble, and I'm going to move myself right next to him. Maybe make the size just a little bit smaller like that, almost like it matches. And now I'm going to hit record, and this is what this would look like when you hit when you're actually putting it in the live here. Here we go. Click here. There's my tab. Click share. There's my countdown, and this is what it would be like. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. Saw your profile over here on LinkedIn, and I wanted to send you this quick video because I noticed some things within your profile that I wanted to have a quick chat with you about. So all I did there was mindful of my GIF, little wave, little point. That's going to be the repeating motion Ruben sees with his background. And then I went here. I hovered over my bubble and clicked this little square right here to jump to full screen. And then when I was done, I clicked a little button down here at the bottom to go back. I also can do the little square down the bottom of the screen. See at the bottom it says expand webcam down there. I can click that button, go full screen, click it again, go back. So being able to jump to full screen when you want to make points about things when you're doing these screen videos is really pretty dynamic. Like forget everything else. I want to talk directly to you right now. And now I'm going to go back to the page. You can also scroll around, move around. You could hit the pause button down the bottom on the menu bar if you want to stop the recording. Maybe you want to do a little bit, but you wanted to take a break, stop the recording. You can also click resume to keep going. And then you have the annotation tool, which is really great to use over here to the left. I can do some arrow pointing like this. I can do some text on screen if I want to. I can do some numbering. I can do circles, I can do underlining, all kinds of stuff. And all of these annotations will stay sticky where they are. So I can continue my story down the page and it won't follow me down, which is really nice. Keeps it right where it's supposed to be. So when you're thinking about sharing websites, going to a company's page, doing a LinkedIn outreach, anything browser-based where you want to make some nice, good, clean screen recordings, Chrome is really good for that. And that's what this is here. So I'm going to click the check mark down the bottom. It's going to save this video into Dubb. And now we're going to look at the desktop app, which does quite a few things, but the screen recorder is a little bit different than what we just looked at with the Chrome. And I'll show you what those differences are. So right up here at the top, little D symbol up here, and a PC, it's at the bottom. There's some options in here, a lot you can do, but we're going to look at screen recording. So I'm going to click this here. It's going to drop down the pieces here. And first, let's look at the similarities. So the similarities is going to be, okay, I have an annotation tool, just like I have with the Chrome. I have a teleprompter at the top, just like with the Chrome. I have the web bubble right there, just with the Chrome. I have the ability to change shot, size, shape, all the stuff that we talked about, virtual background I could add in here if I wanted to. So all the same functionality within there. This red slash right here, so here's where the differences start to come in. There's a red slash through here. So if I was to hit record right now, I would get my entire desktop if I was to hit record. If I get rid of this red slash, now I have some options. So there's a little drop down here, and this is custom that I've selected. So what this is anything inside the blue square here, I'm going to get recorded. Anything outside of that, I'm not. I have the ability to crop like this. So if I have a document or a Canvas slide, or maybe there's a certain part of a website that I want to record, or even a certain part of my desktop that I want to get, I have the ability to be able to do that. I can also change this to 16:9 for YouTube, and I can even go 9:16 if I want to do a social media video. All I have to do is crunch my internet browser, throw this over the top of it, and now I'm making a social video in this format right from my desktop if I'd like to do that. Now, here's another major difference. So when I hit record here, I'm going to get my countdown, and here we go, and I'm recording now. Just like with everything else, I can pause my recording and resume. But the major difference is this. When I hit the check mark here, it's not saving it into Dubb like it did before with the Chrome. What's happening is I just recorded a physical clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. The Chrome extension is one video you pause and resume. So this is clips. Now the power of the clips is I can come down here and I can click this little button here that says drag and drop a video to add in here. So if I have a video on my computer that I want to add, I can just click here. It'll bring me in. I'm going to grab my video and drop it right in. And then I can physically move this around as well. So I don't have to record chronologically. I can record ending, middle, whatever I want because I have the ability to move these things. I can also click the three-dot menu on each clip, and I can download or delete each clip as well. And if I want to keep recording to keep building this video out, I have some options below. I can click record screen. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. Hit record again. And now I'm just recording another clip and I'm building out this video. I'm putting together the little mini movie scenes of the movie. Hit save. There it is. I can even click record webcam below here. So, because maybe I want this to be my opening, or maybe my closing, or maybe my middle, whatever I want. I have the ability to change the style right there below. I'm going to hit save. And there it is. So now I can move this right towards the front. And now you put all your clips together. So when I'm done recording, I'm going to click done recording. It's going to merge all of these clips that I've recorded into one video. I can do a quick little edit right here, download the MP4 to my computer, and I can also upload it into Dubb. So clip recording, multiple border angles you can change, all kinds of neat stuff you can do with the desktop app. Now there's a feature that we've added that is really cool to use called the Dubb narrator feature. within the desktop app. So if we come back over here and we look at this as an example, right? Let's take that web page. Remember how we opened up the Chrome extension a little earlier, right? And I was on the page on there and I could do it live within the bubble, do my thing, right? Hit record with the Chrome, great. I can also do that with the desktop app that we just looked at. I could hit record screen with the desktop app. I'm on the page. In both examples, I am live in the bubble in here. But what if I wanted to play a pre-recorded video inside the bubble and not be live? A pre-recorded video of myself, it could be anything I want. I want this to be pre-recorded. That's what Dubb Narrator does within the Dubb desktop app. So here is the desktop app menu, and there's a little button here called Narrator Video. I can click this here. It'll bring me to my video library. I'm going to look for Narrator because that's what I have them titled as, is my video library, so I can find them. And these are all videos that I just recorded directly to my webcam, had the teleprompter, and just focused on the content. So I can select this pre-recorded video, and now I'm on the page like we talked about before. There I am, and all I have to do is just relax and scroll, hit record, and just scroll around. I don't have to do anything other than that because the work's already been done, and this is what it looks like.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to send you this market update so you can make the best decision possible. As you can see, there is a ton of useful
And I can pause myself here if I want to. I can click resume
information here. Please book a time by clicking
and keep going. So that's Dubb Narrator. So if you have a pre-recorded video that you want to use and not do it live at the same time, you have the ability to do that with Dubb Narrator. Okay, so those are the different ways to record there. The last kind that we're going to look at here is the mobile app. So the mobile app was the original clip recorder. So the desktop app records in clips that you just saw, but the original clip recorder is actually the mobile app. So we're going to look at the different functions on this right now. And again, this was the original. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, so here is the Dubb mobile app. So if we want to record a video with the mobile app, we're going to tap the blue camera icon at the bottom. It's going to open up our camera. There it is there. And we're going to see some timers down here at the bottom. So it's always defaulted for 1 minute. You can change the times. You can't go beyond 10 minutes, but you can do 2, 30, 15, all within here. The reason we added the timers is just so you have the ability, if you want to do a short ad, you know, something really quick or a short prospecting video, you can set the timer up so you don't go beyond that. So it's an option. To record, you're going to tap the circle down the bottom, or you can hold and release. I'm going to tap it here. I have a 3, 2, 1. The reason I have that countdown is because I added it. Here we go. Here's me recording. You can see the timer up here at the top, the timer at the bottom. I'm going to tap it again. There is the clip that I've just recorded. So again, the mobile app records in clips like the desktop app. I'm going to hit record again. I'm going to record one more clip. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. So here we go. There's my second clip. Now, both these clips have been automatically downloaded and saved to my phone in my photo video area. So I do have them. I can also physically move these clips around. I can take my finger, tap one and hold it, and then slide it. So I can change the order as well. I can delete a clip by tapping the X down the bottom. It will delete. It'll always ask you, are you sure? I can tap a clip, and once I do, I can again delete here. I can trim, and if I click edit,
I added it.
I have the ability to add, we have a whole library of royalty-free music. If you want to add music, I just keep the volume kind of low. You can do voiceover on this if you want to. So maybe you're doing a property walkthrough in real estate, super loud with construction, just do the voiceover in your car. You can do text on here. You can speed up the action, all kinds of little editing options right from within each clip. If you want to flip your camera around, right up here at the top, that'll turn the camera around. The countdown timer that you saw when I clicked record and said 3, 2, 1 was this one right here. I already had it set up for 3 seconds. You can do a 10-second countdown if you want, or you can click none and there'll be no countdown when you hit record. If you want to use your teleprompter right here, this is a really good teleprompter. Up here at the top, you're going to search for your script just like you did before. I'm going to come in here. Let's grab this one. You're going to see our time down here at the bottom. This is our auto scroll that you saw with the other teleprompters. Speed between 1 and 10. I can adjust this up or down. I can hit the play button to see if I like it. See the speed. Hit pause. I can also make some changes here. There's a pencil icon for a live edits, because sometimes what will happen is, you know, you wrote it, but then you read it and you're like, I kind of want to change some things. You can do that and save it. And then when you hit record, arms distance is pretty good, slight tilt, let the words come up into your eye line. If you're finding that your eyes are cheating and looking down and they're not staying where they're supposed to be up here, you can use the guardrails here and just slide that up. And then you don't have to worry about cheating from the words because there's nothing there. It'll be right up here at the top if you find yourself doing that. Now, there's also a feature that's available on iPhone right now. Android, it will be available soon, but for right now on iPhone, if you want to use auto track, you go right here to the gear icon, select auto track, and this would just be me reading the words, and then they would be highlighted and I can go at my own pace. It would look like this. Dubb's features are designed to help your team grow and succeed, collaborate, manage large teams, and maintain consistency across your content. That's how that would look there. And again, that is auto track. And normally we start right with auto scroll right there. So that's the Dubb teleprompter right here. So I'm going to tap the X, close it, and it's closed. Now, if you want to add a video to your queue down here, say you have a video on your phone, you had it pre-recorded, you want to add it here, go right to the folder icon. It'll take you to your photo video area on your phone. Select the video that you want. It'll drop it down into here. And then again, you can physically move it wherever you want to move it. If you want to record your screen, just tap this button here. It's kind of like when you swipe down your phone and hit record, same thing. If you want to use some filters, this was added, it's kind of fun. You can click this here. You can do skin smoothing, you can do black and white, you can do some different color effects that you want to do. You can do some scary stuff in here, whatever you want, maybe some social posts, make them fun. You have the ability with the filters right there. This one right here, picture-in-picture, has been very popular amongst our real estate folks because when you're doing a property walkthrough, this will enable you to be on the screen while you're showing something. It uses both cameras, they're front and back. If you're not in real estate and you're out like maybe at a site visit or you're out with clients, or you're just in your office and you kind of want to show some things and be on the screen when you're showing them, maybe the history of the company you're with or something like that, you can get creative. You can tap this here, hit record, and now I'm on the screen with what I'm trying to show. Hey, check this out here. You can make yourself bigger, talk a little bit about it, come back, point out, things like that, or you can move yourself around. And then the last one here is going to be the virtual background. So like we started today with the training, when I was recording on my webcam and I put those images behind me, whether it was someone's profile, company website, article, all the same stuff, you can do this here. So on your phone, take a screen grab of a property, screen grab of a market update, screen grab of an insurance person, LinkedIn profile, whatever industry you're in, take the screen grab and then go here, click OK, and then OK to pick the, the photo from your video area, your photo video area, hit record. Hey, this is Rob. I just want to share this with you. Hey, this is Rob. I was checking out your website here. Hi, I saw your LinkedIn profile. Hey, listen, I saw you were looking at this property, that kind of stuff you're able to do. And then when you're done recording, if you want to merge all the clips into one video, tap the blue button at the top right. That will combine them into one video. And then you would tap the, there's two buttons, download one to your phone and then upload one into Dubb. So this is different ways to record. You've got your basic webcam recorder. You've got screen recorders with the Chrome extension and the desktop app. And then you have the mobile app as well. So a lot of different diversity within the recording. Now, when you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to this page right here. Let me show you. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so when you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to this page here. And this is the Dubb edit page. And you can come in here, change the title of your video. You can preview what this video looks like on a different landing page. Here we go. Clicked it over here. Because remember, like we said in the beginning, it's all about someone seeing that video in the animated GIF, clicking on it, and then being brought to that customized landing page. So the customized landing page in Dubb is called a preset. That's what we call it. So it's going to have your branding. It's going to have your logo in the top left, an image behind the video player. It's going to have playlist videos. They're going to play right after the video that you've created. So the power of the playlist video is you don't have to repeat yourself 10,000 times and you're getting good information out to the people you're reaching out to. So I could record this video like I did to Ruben. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? And then the video after this is going to be a 60 to 90 second video. Ours is about 2 minutes where you talk about your services and what you do. And having that video recorded once about what you do is great because you don't have to mention all that when you make all your other videos because that video is going to run right into it when you're done making your initial one. So it saves a lot of time. Also below here, you've got your call to action buttons, your CTAs. So what do you want someone to do when they're done watching the video? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to view a case study? Do you want them to visit another website? Do you want them to download a document? Do you want them to fill out a physical form? Do you want to link to an external form? So there's a lot of options down here in terms of what someone can do. You just have to decide what's the most important one and go from left to right in terms of order of importance. This one right here, reply with video, is a really good one to get video testimonials. So a lot of Dubb users do this because you don't have to meet someone in Zoom and then have it edited. You could just send them a video with that button below it, and it would be something like this. Hey, Ina, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us if we could get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't have to download anything. Just allow camera and mic access and let us know. What was business like before Dubb, after Dubb? What have you enjoyed about the process? So then they can send that video right back to you. And when they do that, that is when you place it right here in the playlist. And this has been the combination that's worked really well over the years. A nice initial video, personal video, followed up by a playlist video, talks about what you do, followed by a testimonial video so someone can see someone in their future footsteps, which works really good. So this is called a preset, this page here, this customized landing page. Now back over here on the edit page within Dubb, see this little drop down right here where it says Rob's preset right here. This is my default preset, which means anytime I make a video, that's what's going to be attached to it. Those videos, you know, those buttons, that's attached. I can change it to another preset. We have a bunch of presets. So when you think about presets in your audience, like if I was in real estate and I work with buyers and sellers, you definitely want a preset for buyers. You definitely want a preset for sellers, expireds, FSBOs, whatever you have there. If you're in recruitment and you work with both candidates and employers, definitely have different presets for both. Insurance people, different policies, enterprise, small business, whatever industry you're in, there is segmentation within your audience in terms of the messaging. So have presets set up to speak directly to those folks. The key is with this, someone sees a page like this, like if I was a buyer in real estate and you sent me a video and it's not a buyer, page, I feel like you're talking right to me, which is the whole point of this. Now, when you're on a paid plan with Dubb and you upgrade to a paid account, one of the things we do is setup. It's called an optimization setup, where we meet you in Zoom. We help you set up your pages, your buttons, all that good stuff. So if you're on a paid account and you haven't had that yet, pop that into a support at Dubb. Say, I like my optimization setup, or the little intercom system that we showed in the beginning down at the bottom right of the dashboard. Now, also within this page here, we have tracking. So it says no activity yet because we haven't sent it anywhere. But when we do have the option of getting all these things over here to the right. You can uncheck the ones you don't want. CTA clicks are good, page views, video views. You'll know who watched it, when they watched it, and also what the watch rate was. Was it 1%, 100%, 50%? It really helps shape your follow-up after that because you obviously know the content that you sent to that person. You also have the ability to do some editing. So when you have a video saved in here, this is just like the desktop editor you saw earlier. You can chop the video up. There's always a great undo button here. You can always download the original up here at the top, and then you can replace the video. If you chopped it up a bunch and you're like, I just want to have the original back, you can do that. We also have a little digital coach here called Kyra that when you make these videos, it's going to give you feedback. How's your cadence? Are you being repetitive? Are you using filler words? How persuasive are you being? Yeah, a lot of empathy, all this kind of stuff. It really helps just improve your video making as you're going along. So when you record a video, you've saved it into Dubb, brought you here, you attached a preset to it, has the right buttons, the right videos, and now you need to take this video and you've got to send it out. So here's what the basic sending would look like. So within Gmail and Outlook 365, there is a little button down here with our Dubb integration that you see right down here at the bottom. So within there, you click this button and you have the ability to add videos in. So you can just scroll right over here through your video library. You can search for the video you'd like as well. You can do that. And then once you find the one you want, just click advanced options, put the email in for the tracking, and then just click insert video and it will drop it in there. Another way to add the video is whenever you save a video into Dubb, there's always a big blue share and send button. So you can click this one here, put the email in for tracking, and then you can add some personalization if you want to do this. Click copy for email, come back over here, and then it's just a copy and paste. And you drop it right in there like that. And that's what you want someone to see there. Now, there's some best practices here. When you send these emails out, it's always good to have the word video in the subject line. We find it really helps with the open rates. It's rare that you see the word video in a subject line, so it definitely stands out. And then you want a little bit of text above the video, just for some context, telling someone to watch the video below. I wouldn't you could write a little paragraph here. I just have one line, but I wouldn't write too much because then you're kind of dropping the GIF all the way down and then they have to kind of scroll to see it. Even though you can make the size of the GIF smaller, it's nice when it's bigger. Now, if you're over here on LinkedIn and you want to send someone a video here, like if I wasn't connected to Ruben, I'm going to want to connect with him first before I send him a video, because trying to send him a video with a connection request, it will only show up as a link and you won't get that nice animated GIF. So I would connect with someone first, then click message, and then you have the little integration. We have the Dubb button down here at the bottom, down here, and then you have that movement that you want. And you also, this is the setup that you want right there, right on someone's profile. That's what they see. So much more engaging as far as that. Now with sending as well, let's just say you have a third-party sender like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact, or you have a CRM you really like a HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Go High Level or a Follow Up Boss or Chime. We have a whole bunch of integrations with different CRMs in here. So if you have your workflow set up and you really like what you have and you just want to add video, that's why we have the integration. You can also use Dubb as a CRM. You can come right over here into CRM, upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, tags, all that kind of stuff. We also have campaigns that you can do within Dubb, bulk email and SMS. We have automation as well. Automation is part of our Pro Plus plan that Darius teaches. It's basically where you have a campaign go out of some kind. There's some kind of time delay in between the messages that go out. And then you can also add to that some triggers if you want to. So if someone takes an action, like they clicked on a button somewhere, that will take them down a different path. If they just viewed the page, if they watched the video, these are all different actions that someone can take. And you can have these auto actions set up with videos to get ready to respond to what their actions could be. So those are automations, and that's within our Pro Plus plan. Now, right from here within the dashboard, there is also our AI writing assistant, Ira, down here at the bottom. So I'm sure everyone's used ChatGPT, some kind of AI writing tool. We added this little feature here called a profile feature. So within Ira, if you click here, I have basic and sales, but you can have a number of these. And what this means is when you go to create a profile here, you're going to talk about your outreach, about you. So it's learning about you. So like with our presets, how we had a page for I'll use real estate as an example because it's easiest split, how we had a preset for buyers and a preset for sellers. You can do the same thing here and create a profile for buyers and a profile for sellers. And then when you do your AI writing, it will know what you're doing for your outreach. So if you click create profile, this is what this would look like. It would ask you some questions here: profession, audience, and you can just go over the tooltip here to scroll over to give you more about the question. And it's learning about you and this outreach. And then you can choose your preferred tone of communication when you're doing the outreach. And then you have you can add some emojis if you want to. We included action notes where if you were writing like a video script and you were shooting a little video and you wanted some action about go here, go there, that kind of stuff, you could add that. Most of the time it's not needed, but we have it there just in case. This right here, charm method, is a structure of writing we found that works pretty good. CHARM is an acronym for C, capture their interest, H, highlight the problem, A, address the solution, R, reinforce the social proof, and M, motivate to take action. And that will take the writing and get that structure in there, and you don't even need to think about it, and it's really effective. So what you can do is come back over here, click more. These are all our prompts that you would choose in here. I'm going to click this one here, and I'm going to write this on why video is so much better. Okay, I'm going to choose my length, and then I'm going to hit submit. And then it's going to take everything into account that I just filled out on that profile because I've applied it to this in terms of this writing. Picture this: capture your prospect's attention in mere seconds. All right, kind of hooks me in a little bit. All right, what about the problem? In this fast-paced world of sales, relying solely on text can leave your message overlooked and forgotten. All right, what's the solution though? Video is your solution, offering an authentic and engaging way to communicate. All right, but what about the social proof? Our clients have reported a stunning 30 to 300% increase in sales by embracing this innovative approach. All right, but what about the other stuff? What about more proof? With hundreds of positive testimonials and reviews backing us, it's clear video is transforming sales strategies. All right, what about action? What do I do at the end? Book a time in my calendar or send me a video reply today. So it really applied everything that we looked at when we filled out that profile. So something to think about when you're doing this in terms of filling out the profile. Now, when the writing is done, you have a couple options down here. I can click preview voice and have it read back to me.
Picture this. capturing your prospect's attention in mere seconds.
So if I want to have it right back, I can do that. I can copy it to a clipboard, put it into a Google Doc, or wherever I want somewhere else. I can also import this directly to Scripts. And Scripts is located right here under Assets where it says Scripts. So this is kind of the workflow that we do. We'll come up with an idea, we'll throw it in Ira, it'll give us something, we'll give it the human pass, we'll save it to Scripts, and then we'll load it into the teleprompter, and then we actually do our video. So it works out pretty well in terms of efficiency. You can also import this to a voice video. Now, the voice video, this scenario would be you don't want to be on camera and you don't want to use your voice. Maybe you're not feeling well one day, but you don't want to send out just a text-based message. You want something a little bit more impactful. So what you can do is upload a photo off here to the right. Mine's a profile pic. It can be any photo you want. Go down here, choose a voice from the AI voices. And then when I hit preview, you're going to see this waveform action start to come across the screen on the photo. So when you send this video out to someone, the animated GIF would be the photo, and then this movement that comes across, that would be the repeating motion. So this is what this would look like.
Picture this, capturing your prospect's attention in mere seconds.
So that's what it would look like. So if you don't want to be on camera, you don't have your voice, this is an option to do that if you want to do that. And then if you want to go full avatar video, you can import this to an avatar video, loads it up over here. We have a whole library of avatars you can choose from. If you want to create your own, you can come right up here at the top, click create. And then once you're done creating it, you choose the voice, preview the voice, and then create the video. It does take a little bit of time to create this, but the use case so far is, maybe send out an email campaign with Ava here reaching out on your behalf. Hey, this is Ava. Rob would love to talk to you. Click the time below. Or Ava could walk someone through a screen recording, YouTube videos, screen stuff, whatever you want there, instead of you doing it yourself. So a use case would be this over here. If we look at this page here, remember how before we used Dubb Narrator to use a pre-recorded video on this page? We can do the same thing with Ava. So I would select Narrator Video again. It'll take me to my library where I was before. I put Narrator in. And this time, instead of selecting me as a pre-record, I come down here and I select Ava. Now Ava's on the screen. So all I have to do is just click record and let me do my thing. And then Ava is going to do all the talking here. So I'm going to hit record. And just all I have to do is scroll.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to send.
And that's what that would look like there. So that would be kind of the two use cases for that. Now, as far as features that we've added, this is kind of cool. So we had a webinar recently where we talked about SIA, our Sales Interactive Assistant. And the way SIA was set up before was we had our video on our landing page, and the button below would say chat with SIA, where the buttons were below. So when we looked at this here, SIA used to be right here below. See how it says book a time, all this stuff, our CTAs, where sales agent, our AI sales agent SIA would be below the video. It'd say chat with SIA, and then it would pop you down below. Well, we made a little change to that. So this is what this is going to look like. So let me show you this here. Okay, so SIA is now off to the right. Your call to action buttons are below. So SIA technically used to be a call to action button, but now SIA is part of the setup of the actual page within the preset settings. So SIA will always be off to the right, which is kind of convenient because when you get a video, you can still direct someone down there. Like if someone just wants to book a time, boom, they can do whatever they want. They can do this right here. But if they want to chat with SIA, she's always right there to the right. You can say, hey, what is Dubb? It's going to start answering FAQs, all that kind of stuff. Now, if you're new to SIA, if this is your first time seeing this, it's an AI sales assistant. So it's a setup where, see these FAQs that are populated down here? Someone can come in here and just start clicking these FAQs, and SIA has been trained with resource links to be educated on these topics to help you close, book appointments, whatever your CTA is. If SIA is trained to set up an appointment with you, perfect. She sets up appointments. You can also just ask questions. Someone come in here and say, why Dubb, right? Or ask anything they want. And then SIA will have an answer because you've trained SIA up, and I'll show you that in a second. But if you're new to seeing SIA, she's an AI sales assistant that's on the page with your videos, and she's added in a preset. So this is what this would look like. Over here within Dubb, off to the left, it says assets. And sales assistance is the new one that was just added. So it wasn't here before. It used to be under call to action buttons, but now it has its own area. So you can select this here, and we're going to have a little tutorial video that's going to be right here. Because remember, when you click anywhere else, you always have a tutorial video that pops up. So we're going to have a tutorial video that pops up right here on this page. But here's a bunch of AI assistants that I created for different things. But what it looks like is when you click edit, there's a lot of details in here, right? So when you set these things up, you have to decide, okay, resource links. How do I want to educate SIA? So if you go over the little eye icon here, it's going to give you information about why this is important. So at Educate SIA, I did the Dubb website, Dubb support. I did reviews on G2, features, marketplace, testimonials. All that within here are the resource links that SIA is going to learn from. And they're only one link deep. They're not sublinks. So you can't go to a page and then start clicking on other links. It's just one level of that. And then below here, you can set up your FAQ questions, your little FAQs that sit below SIA. So you have the questions, you have the answers. You can do up to 20 of these down here. You have your default welcome message. Hey, SIA can help you here. You have your desired CTA. You know, what do you want SIA to push for? Because with normal customer service AI sales agents, you know, they give a lot of great information. But the difference here is SIA wants to give the information, but not a book of it. You know, because in sales, you don't want to stop the momentum. You want to give her information, but you want to keep things moving. And then she can also push towards a desired CTA, like booking in a calendar or whatever you wanted that to be. You can also collect information, email, phone, first name. Like in other words, SIA could answer a question. This is what Dubb does. By the way, could I get your email address? Or by the way, could I get, you know, your phone? And that would be populated within the CRM. We'll have a full training video on this in here that will be recorded to the updated version of this. But that's what SIA would look like. It's going to be right here to the right, right over there. And it's located within presets. So we set up our sales assistant here, right? It's got its own area. We go to presets, right? Over here to presets. This is our customized landing pages. Let me click the little edit button here. See, now we just added this field right here, sales assistant. So you can add it in here and just look for, I'll put SIA in, choose the one that I want, and I can add it. If I want to have a sales assistant on the page, I just add it right within the preset, and then that stays saved for the preset. You can also, if you wanted to, whenever you have a video with Dubb, like if I go here to videos and I just pull up this video we just had, anytime you have a video anyway, you always have a details tab below. So I can always change the buttons in the videos on just this video itself, not forever, just this video. I could add a sales assistant here as well. So you have that option. So again, we'll have this when you watch the playback and it's on YouTube later today. If you just want to see this again, just take it piece by piece with this. Okay, so let me pop out of here and let's go into the chat and see what we have. Let's see. Okay, we talked about that. Okay, Angie, I said you had a question about the landing page. Hi, Angie. If you're still here, is Angie still here? Maybe she had to go. I don't see Angie. She might have had to go. So I guess, you know, maybe we can just email her really quick on that one. Let's see. Oh, maybe she booked a time too as well. I saw you put that in there. That's great. Okay, Frank, can you go over if there is a possibility of using a main video in multiple places, like you can clone a video and its playlist and change title and change playlist? Let's see. Frank, good to see you, my friend. It's been a while since I've seen you. Is Frank still here, or did he have to jump? I think he had to probably go. Remember Frank? I guess you know, if we can just reach out to Frank on that one, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Stina, I just saw your message. You have to go at 11, huh? All right, so let's see. We got like another minute. Let's see. We'll have to plow through these really quick. If not, we'll get back to everybody here. How many resource links should we have? John, good to see you as always. You know, how many do we know the limit on that, Ina? Is there a limit for resource links?
I think for SIA, if you're gonna use SIA, I think there's 5, I think, or I think more.
Okay. John, we'll
Yeah.
find out the limit, but I don't know as far as recommendations. I mean, hey, knowing more is good, I guess, you know, so I don't know. I'll have to find out that one. We'll find out. Yeah, why not more? Yeah, we'll find out for you, John, and we'll shoot you a message. I'm not too sure. I'll have to ask Ruben on that one. Let's see. Ronnie, how do you have any, do you have any videos or tools for appointment setting or reminders? 80 to 90% of our leads book appointments, but never attend. Oh, tools. Okay, got it. Thanks. Okay, so if you want to turn your mic on, Ronnie, hi, how are you? if you can hear me okay, or you can stay in the chat if you didn't want to turn your mic on. I don't know if you're busy on that side, but you can turn your mic on really quick if you need to. What do you think? Yeah, hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for answering the question.
Yeah, no problem. I see it. So do you have any videos or tools for appointment setting or reminders? What would we say as far as that for reminders, I guess?
What we use when it comes to appointment settings is book like a boss, and you'll have an option there to remind the other person every a day before, an hour before, and then 10 minutes before the meeting, just to give them a nudge that, hey, you have a meeting in at 10 a.m. Pacific, and here's the link. Then they'll get those reminders. There's a text message reminder if you require them putting their phone numbers in the booking link, as well as an email. And yeah, they'll get those reminders. So I'll put that in the chat. We use book like a boss. So it really helps when it comes to the attendance of the other party.
Thank you for that. Yeah, we get 100 to 200 leads a day that go to our website, fill out, ask for a phone call and a consultation, and it's 90% of them will not answer the phone. And then if they do book an appointment, we do the day before, the hour before, and 15 minutes before, we text them, reminding them, and they still don't show up. So I was just looking to see if you have, I've been sending this, just testing the software, sending it out to people who hire us, just as a thank you from the CEO. And today's my first training to see what else we can do with Dubb. So I was just asking if you guys have any strategies to try to get people to call back, if you will.
Yeah, I think that's the only recommendation. We can only do so much. What
Yeah.
else do you recommend there, Rob?
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, unless you send, I know you got to run. I got to run to
Yeah.
another one at 11, so I'll let you go real quick. Ronnie, let me
Okay.
circle the wagons on that side with Darius, just because from a tech perspective, it's kind of interesting because I think what you outlined was probably the only option. I'm trying to think, but yeah, we'll reach back out. Let me just circle with him if that works for you. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, cool. Well, listen, thanks everybody. We got to jump, but we actually have two other things we got to run to. But awesome to see everybody. Ian and I will be back tomorrow. Thanks for coming, everyone, and we'll upload this to YouTube later. Bye, guys. See ya.